Have you ever been to London's West End? Raise your hand if you have, because I have. Have you ever paid what you thought was a very decent theatre ticket price for London's West End? Raise your hand if you have. Well, I have too. Okay. Have you ever paid something extortionate for London's West End because you were that desperate to see it? I haven't. Depends what the situation would be, though, I would say. Cynthia Erivo, who has been the topic of the channel this week because we've been covering Wicked, is doing a one-woman show. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters.
I crown you Queen of the Woke!
Let's chat about it. Please do let me know in the comments section below how much you would be willing to pay to go and see a West End production in London. And do keep it friendly in the chat. So, a little bit of context. Delphont Mackintosh are a theatre company and they work on producing plays and musicals for us all to see. It is run by one of the biggest producers in London's West End, Cameron Mackintosh, who's worked with the likes of Andrew Lloyd Webber. So this man really knows what he is doing when it comes to producing plays. Cynthia Erivo has been booked for next year and she's going to be doing Dracula and she's doing it as a one-woman show. Okay, no idea how she's going to do it. Okay, I thought that when people did the 39 steps, they couldn't breathe, but she's going to be playing all 23 parts in Dracula. Wow. Okay. I, as an actress myself, I don't know if I would personally want to do all 23 parts, but you know, it would just show what a talent she is if she absolutely 100% nails it. So I wish her the very, very best. No hard feelings there. Now, having said that, the tickets for this are absolutely extortionate. My friend's thinking about going to see this and she sent me the prices because she couldn't believe it. And I was absolutely astounded when I saw the prices for this as well. Delphont Mackintosh don't exactly do what I would call accessible theatre ticket pricing. And I'm just talking about in general, okay? They do offer discounts for people with disabilities. I don't know what percentage their discount rate is. If you know in the comment section below, please do let me know. That would be interesting to learn that piece of information. But take a look at this. £225 for a seat in the stalls is their top end price that I've got on here. Okay, now I haven't got all the prices, as you can see. And the reason why I haven't got all the prices is because this show is selling like a hot cake. Okay, it will. Okay, they've got Cynthia Erivo. And that's probably one of the reasons why the ticket price is up there. They know what they're doing. Okay, they know what they're doing. They've got a celebrity in the role because you can't deny it. She is a celebrity. She's done Wicked. So the price has naturally gone up. And in addition to that, you've also got the cost of the production, everything that is going into it. You've got staff wages, be it in the theatre itself or like behind the scenes and things like that. You've got all of that going on that adds to the price of the ticket. Plus, not only that, not a lot of theatres in London get a subsidy. Okay, so that's another reason why the prices go through the roof. And then, of course, when you add things on like hotels, things like that, you could be looking somewhere in the region between and spending money, £500 to £1,000 if you are going down the very expensive route. And some people may wish to do that. I totally do understand that. This is the first time, though, I will say, and I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I don't have all the prices here, where I've seen every single ticket for the stalls at over £100. So we've got 220, 185, and 130. And then up in the grand circle, I do apologize, I haven't got it on the screen. I am very sorry. The reason why I haven't got it on the screen was because I was having issues with the screen, so I had to do a screenshot. £95 in the grand circle, which is still quite expensive. I haven't got the prices for the balcony or anything like that. It is selling very well. So I thought, well, you know, that's not necessarily an accessible price if you're not getting any discount, like be it a voucher or your access needs or anything like that. I thought I'd compare it to another show that they are in the process of producing and bringing out next year, Beetlejuice, which would be my preference actually because it's much more up my street. Okay, not that there's anything wrong with Dracula or anything like that. If you like Dracula, fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at these prices. So this one is Maytime, £150 in the store. As you can see, this is also selling very well. But if you're looking up at the gods, it's £20 for your minimum. And if you don't mind sitting all the way at the back, because we're not in Shakespeare's time anymore, unless you go to the Globe Theatre, then £20, that's a good deal. I wish that it would be a lot lower than, for like closer, but it they just don't do it. However, I will point out that there are tickets that do go below £100 here, so £83.50 and £73.50. I also thought we would have a look at peak season. 'Tis the season, summer season, tourist season for Beetlejuice. This is August, and the high-end price for the stalls is £200. But it does go a lot lower, and up in the gods, it is £37.50. Would you be willing to pay any of those prices? I think if I was very desperate to see Beetlejuice, and I am thinking about it, I think my max would be 130 maximum. I wouldn't go beyond that. I really wouldn't, because it's extortionate. I find it very extortionate. I also did another comparison. Delphont Mackintosh Theatres obviously is working with the National Theatre for Inter Alia, which has Rosamund Pike in it. And obviously, Rosamund Pike, being the name star, bums on seats, the prices go up a little bit. They're not as extortionate as Cynthia Erivo. And this could be because they're working in lines with National Theatre as well, so they go with more of a National Theatre price. I don't really know how that would work in that sense. I'm not a business owner. £183.50 is the top end price. And they do go below £100 as well in the stores for £93.50. Okay, but this is Delphont Mackintosh. Cameron Mackintosh knows what he's doing. He's a businessman, he is a producer, he knows how to work the business. So I thought we would take a look at perhaps what some of the other theatres were doing. And I thought, seeing as we've been talking about Wicked all week, let's look at Wicked. So I took from next year, from March, and obviously bearing in mind this is all seasonal based as well. The top end price at the stalls, so on here it's right down the bottom, and it's £199.50. Okay, so you're in a prime spot for, I won't say that because it will spoil it if you haven't seen it. Zip it. But it's a prime spot for that particular bit. £199.50. Would I pay that? Absolutely not. I have seen Wicked more than once in that theatre, and I know that you can get just as good of a view sitting further back. Okay, but look at these prices. As you can see, the availability is pretty good here, and it goes from 199 to a couple of rows back where there's quite a drop, where it's 169. So there's quite a drop there. And then it keeps dropping backwards, the further back you go. But even some of the seats that are closer to the front are under £100 here. But like you've got the green seats, 149. Yellow seats, 129. And this is all at the bottom here. You can see it all. I know that it's not very big. I do apologise again. But then you've got 109 for the purple seats. Then you go back again, 99. Back again, 89, back again, 79, back again, 69, and then back again, because it is there, £42. Which, for a seat in the stalls, that's a fantastic price. That is a fantastic price, I will admit. I would say that anywhere between 42 and 89 in London's West End is probably, if you want the stalls, the most accessible price range for you. If you're on a budget, I think that's probably the best that you can do. Then you use other sites. But please remember, none of this is sponsored either. other sites like booking.com, get a bit of a cheaper hotel or something like that, and do your best to keep the cost down, because it is worth seeing a West End show. But I do think overall, be it whether or not it's Delphont Mackintosh or like other theatre companies, whilst they've got a lot to take into consideration, we do want some affordable theatre ticket prices and Wicked shows that it can be done. And I know that Delphont Mackintosh does have tickets for £80 for like Oliver and things like that. So they do it. And the thing is, I think, well, really, people will pay those prices. But would you pay, what was it again? £225 maximum, with very other little option left over to see Dracula? Personally, no. Personally, I wouldn't. But, Delphont Mackintosh, Cameron Mackintosh, he's an expert at this. He knows exactly what he's doing. So these prices do not surprise me at all. Could we see a future where we have accessible prices, more so, across board, throughout all the theatres in London? Those prices that we've got, that I've shown you, that's just some examples of the extortionate rates, okay? We could go into much more detail in the future if you would like to, and cover more shows like this and have a look at the prices of the shows. But let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget you can join me on my other platforms as well. I've got YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, X, TikTok, Instagram, Locals, Substack, and I also have a Discord. Everything is linked below.